Girl, let me tell you something about Kama because Kama just showed up wearing a sequin to her outfit and dropped an album announcement. And I need you to sit down for this one. Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater are done. Finished, you guys. Over. And before you say anything, yes, the same Ethan Slater who blew up his entire marriage, left his high school sweetheart, abandoned a baby boy who was not even a year old yet, and dragged his whole family through one of the messiest public scandals of 2023. We are talking about that Ethan Slater, who has quietly been dropped like he never existed, just as Ariana kicks off her world tour and prepares to release a brand new album in July. And the most unhinged part of all this, the woman who called it, who said exactly what was going to happen back in 2023 when nobody wanted to hear it, never had to say another word because 3 years later, the story said everything for her. Dr. Lilly J said, not a girl's girl, and walked away. And honey, she was right. So pour that drink, get comfortable, and let's go all the way back, guys, to the beginning because this story has layers that most people completely glossed over the first time around, and I'm not letting any of it slide today. So it's December of 2022, and Ariana has just landed in London to film Wicked, which at this point is one of the most anticipated film project in years, and honestly a massive career moment for everyone that is involved. And she did not travel to London single, you guys. I need to be very clear about that. She traveled there a married woman, married to Dalton Gomez, a Los Angeles real estate agent that she had been with since the pandemic, gotten engaged to in 2020, and married in 2021 in a private ceremony in her home in Montecito, California. They had been married for less than 2 years, guys. Also on that London set is Ethan Slater, who at this point in his life is also not single, guys. Not even a little bit. Ethan is married to his high school sweetheart, Dr. Lilly Jay, a woman he had known since 2013, and they had just welcomed their first child together, guys, a baby boy named Ezra, born in August of 2022, which means when Ariana and Ethan are filming their love story in London, that baby is 4 months old, guys. 4 months. And Lily, who is a clinical psychologist, a new mother, and by every account, a woman who had done absolutely everything right by his husband, moved to another country to support him through his career milestone. She packed up her life, moved internationally with a newborn, and chose her husband. And this is the part where I need you to remember exactly what Lily did because it matters enormously for everything that comes after. By March 2023, photos surfaced of Ariana and Ethan together at Michelle Yeoh's Oscar party, and something about those images just did not sit right with people. Even before anyone could fully articulate why, neither of them had announced anything. Neither of them was publicly single, but the energy in those photos was not giving colleagues at an industry event. It was giving something entirely different, and the internet clocked it, even if nobody was ready to say it loud yet. Then July 2023 arrived and absolutely detonated everything, you guys. In a span of about 1 week, here is what happened, and I need you to follow this timeline carefully because the speed of it is genuinely one of the most telling parts of this whole story. Ariana's split from Dalton Gomez is confirmed. 3 days later, not 3 weeks, you guys, not 3 months, 3 days later, sources confirm she is already in a relationship with Ethan Slater, and the very next day after that, Ethan Slater files for divorce from Lilly Jay. The very next day, you guys. His son Ezra at this point is 11 months. Lily had no idea it was coming. An insider told US Weekly that Ethan sat her down just days before everything went public and told her he wanted a divorce and that she was completely blindsided. This woman, you guys, survived a difficult birth, moved her entire life to London, raised a newborn largely on her own while her husband filmed a movie, and then came home to find out her marriage was over because of a coaster. She never even had been given a reason to worry about. And what does she do? She goes to page 6 and she says exactly 8 words: "Not a girl's girl. My family is just collateral damage." And then she goes quiet because her divorce settlement included restrictions on what she could publicly disclose about her marriage. She was legally silenced while Ariana and Ethan were photographed at Disney World. I just need everyone to sit with that for a moment, you guys. And here is the thing that the internet kept getting wrong about Lilly J. People kept framing her as just the bitter ex, the scorned wife, the woman who couldn't handle her husband moving on. And that framing is so deeply unfair to her. According to me, you guys, I sympathize with Lily, honestly speaking. She went on and wrote an essay for The Cut in December 2024, and it is one of the most quietly devastating pieces of writing to come out of any celebrity scandal in recent memory. She did not name anyone, she did not call out anyone, she just wrote honesty about what it felt like to be a new mother going through a divorce while the man who caused it was promoting a global blockbuster with his new girlfriend. She wrote that days with her son were sunny and that days when she couldn't escape the wicked promotion were darker. She wrote that she never thought she would get divorced, especially not right after having her first child, and not in the shadow of her husband's new relationship with the celebrity girl. And that essay honestly broke something in me, you guys. So, Ariana and Ethan spend the next couple of years doing what you do when you have blown up 2 marriages to be together. They make it work publicly and loudly: award shows, red carpets, SNL tapings, hockey games, 2 separate wicked film promotions. They are performing stability, and for a while the performance is convincing enough that even the most skeptical people start to wonder if maybe this one is actually going to last. But by mid 2025, the cracks are impossible to hide anymore. Sources start telling outlets that the relationship has been going on and off for most of the year, and one particular messy detail emerges that I think tells you everything you need to know. Apparently, there were reports that Ethan had been working to mend his relationship with Lilly J around this period, you guys. Now, I'm not going to speculate about what that means exactly, but I'm going to let you think about it because you're all intelligent people and you can connect those dots yourself. By October 2025, the Daily Mail is reporting that things between Ariana and Ethan have cooled dramatically. By November, sources are publicly insisting everything is fine and they were seen being affectionate backstage at the Wicked for Good London premiere. And then in January 2026, Ethan skips the Golden Globes where Ariana is nominated and does not even bother to show up and pretend anymore. That absence said more than any statement could have. The breakup is officially confirmed on June 8th, and I need you to pay very close attention to this timeline because the audacity of it is breathtaking, honestly. Ariana launched her Eternal Sunshine tour on June 6th in Oakland, California, her first major tour since 2019. Her new album called Petal drops on July 31st, and we are being told, completely serious, that this album is not inspired by the breakup and that the songs are not about Ethan. Not about Ethan. Come on, girl. You got Pete Davidson an album. You got Mark Miller an album. Dalton Gomez also got an album. And now you are telling us that Ethan Slater does not have an album. Come on. And people are already pulling up parts of the lyrics to a song called Hate That I Made You Love Me. And I'm just going to leave that title right there for you to think about it. And this is the detail that internet can't stop talking about. They had apparently been broken up for several months before the announcement, you guys. Several months, which means they were broken up during the Wicked for Good press tour. They were broken up when Ariana posted that supportive Instagram story. I mean, the entire final chapter of this relationship was just a performance, and none of us knew we were watching it. Here is what the internet decided the moment this news dropped, and I honestly think the internet got this one exactly right. One comment went completely viral, and it said, Ethan blew up his entire marriage, dragged his family through public humiliation, and for what? A relationship that couldn't even last 3 years. What started in chaos, end in chaos. And another one, my personal favorite, simply said, Lilly J won. And you know what, you guys? I agree. And I want to be clear about something before the comment section turns into a courtroom. I'm not here to tell you Ariana Grande is a villain because I genuinely do not think it is that simple, and I do not think the most interesting conversation here is even about whether she's a good person or not. Let me know what you think about this breakup and continue supporting your girl Yura. I love you guys. Thank you so much. See you on the next one.